Hey everybody, we're back. We've been away for a couple of months posting videos, and there's been a lot of changes, so we'll tell you what we've been up to in this video. Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jim,
I'm Corinne.
and we're RV into retirement. So as you may see, we're no longer full-time on the road. We made the decision several months ago to come back to our house. And the way that started is we had bought a lot in Yuma, Arizona, and our house is in Phoenix, Arizona. And we were thinking, well, why are we staying in Yuma when we have a house that we were leasing out in Phoenix? So we decided to come back to the house. And I think, if you can, I know a lot of people sell their home when they go full time. I'm very happy that we didn't sell our home. Prices have gone up significantly, probably wouldn't be able to get into the same home. We had ours leased out. We talk about it in another video in our series early on. But there were a couple of reasons, and so some of them were developing a home base. For one thing, I developed knee problems. About 2 years ago, my knee started hurting. I went to a couple of doctors, and bone on bone on my knees. And I really wanted to be in a stable place and take care of this medical issue.
There are other, and then there are other things. Even with me, not that I have these medical issues and need surgery, but just trying to have consistent doctors, dental appointments, things like that, were very difficult on the road. Because especially like with dentists, they want you to always re-establish as a new patient. And every time we moved, I didn't want to have to establish. And I do need quarterly cleanings. So that was one of the things that was one of the things. And then just regular care. And as you get older, everyone knows, you have different, you kind of have to keep on top of your health with certain things. Just some of my tests and some of my osteoporosis and things like that. And it just gets very difficult when you keep having to go to different doctors. So that was a big thing for me. I think the just health care in general, has been difficult.
And the same could be said for our dogs.
Yeah.
Whenever we were in Yuma, we would drive to Phoenix area, take our dogs to their doctors. But so we came back home in September because that's when our tenant was leaving. We were actually planning on coming home a little later, but since the house was going to be vacant, and since then I had one knee replacement. I'm scheduled for another knee replacement before we go back on the road. So our plans are still to be RVing, although we're going to do it very differently. We talked for a while about, we were traveling in a diesel pusher, 42 foot, and as we traveled, there were a lot of things that we wanted to stop and see that we saw along the side of the road, but it was extremely difficult to maneuver the the big
Yeah,
motorhome.
I'd be like, "Oh, I want to see that." Well, and we kept going because we couldn't stop. There's no good place to stop. Oh, I want to see that. Oh, I'd love to go to this place. I'd love to go. Just there were a lot of things that we were unable to do, and it besides coming home, that was another piece of it, is thinking about making a change.
Yeah, so we wanted to be a little more nimble, and boy, we looked at a lot of different ways. I think we looked at vans, we looked at trailers, we looked at fifth wheels,
Just
and
looked at everything.
yeah, in another video, we'll tell you what we ended up doing. But we did put our coach on consignment with Motorhomes of Texas. So if you've seen any of our videos and you are interested in our coach, it's listed there. It's motorhomesoftexas.com. Although I think there might be a buyer, but I'm not 100% sure. You never know until they get financed and the whole deal goes through. So if you're interested, go check with them, and you can get a really good Foretravel. We did everything to that coach on an annual basis and made sure
Yeah.
it's in tip-top condition. And as it sits over at Motorhomes of Texas, it's in a lot better condition than when we got it. In fact, they did 100-point inspection on it, and they only came up with a few very minor things that needed to be taken care of. So that's that
Yeah,
with that.
it's a 2009. I don't think we mentioned that. I mean, anyone who follows us or was following us and maybe sees us now, it's a 2009 Foretravel. It's 42 foot. It's got 3 slides, and it's very, very, very comfortable. We really enjoyed that as our home for 4 years.
Yeah, it definitely is a home. If you're going full
Yeah.
time, that's exactly the way to go. And actually, it made it very hard for us to look at downsizing and
Yes.
look at other brands. It's horrible. It's
Yeah.
the quality
Yeah.
is just not in other products,
Yeah.
and I don't care how much you pay for it. There is a difference, and
Yes.
so I think what happened was once the Foretravel left here and went to Texas, and it was out of sight, out of mind. It was a little easier to part with that and change our views on what we ended up with. Um, we looked at several brands, trying to equate the quality, and you could either get the quality on the inside, and then all the mechanical stuff was junk, or the quality on the outside and the inside was made
Not as, I won't say junk, not as,
not as
not
well.
the same as what we're accustomed to.
Yeah, even what we ended up with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, but
There
we're
is no Foretravel version of a trailer or fifth wheel. I just, there just isn't, doesn't exist.
right.
Is our determination.
So with that said, I think that we will go back out on the road. We'll probably go for 6 months at a time. So
Mhm.
probably we want to miss the summers. I mean, our house is in Arizona. It gets very hot here,
Yes.
so we will. We're not going to lease it out. We're just gonna have kids take care of it for us, and we'll be on the road traveling again. And what we're looking forward to is, I could tell you, it's under 30 feet what we ended up with, and so that gets us into a lot more spots, and a lot of things that we haven't done. We've done a couple of
Mhm.
stay vacations here in the Phoenix area that we probably wouldn't have done in the motorhome, and so far we're enjoying that. I think
Sure.
it's much more nimble to travel this way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me think what else has been going on. So
We've been doing updates to our house.
yeah, we
We're,
did a lot of
we're
updates.
yeah, we're just bringing an update. Our house is a 20-year-old house, so everything was pretty much original. So we're not doing everything, but we just started. So hopefully, in the next year or two, we'll get a lot more done. But it's kind of nice coming and doing some new things and seeing it differently. And yeah, we just, as our life is, our focuses are kind of split a little bit now that we're home too.
Yeah, so our the way our videos were in the past, a lot of them were informational videos on RVs and taking care of that. And we'll continue to do. So hopefully you come along. We'll be back in a week or two with another video. And until then, hope your travels are safe. Have a great week.
Bye.